the thing I cannot stand, like, I would rather see a match that had a high spot that was, let's say, 6 moves that were executed so well and done in a way that looked so organic and flawless and smooth and with fire and energy and passion, as opposed to 15 moves that were perfectly executed, but it was obvious that the two guys were cooperating the whole way through. They're like looking at each other, they're looking at each other's feet, and they're like tiptoeing around and like moving out and like moving and like, you know, putting themselves in position to get hit and all that shit. I hate that shit more than anything, because it's not a high spot then. It's a routine, right?
Yep.
And I just see so much of that now, and I go like, that should be unacceptable. Like, that should be unacceptable. Those guys should be crucified when they come back and say, what the fuck was that? It was totally, you totally exposed the business. It was totally fake and it had no believability to it whatsoever. But I don't care that you did, I don't care that you did. It's not about flips, right? It's not about flips or super kicks or all that shit. No, that's not what I'm talking about. It's even selling. I know that there's a huge debate all the time about like people don't sell enough or to sell the wrong things, whatever, right? Let's table that for a minute. Just the cooperation, like obvious cooperation, should be an instant. Like is my biggest no. Who gives a shit what you did if it was obvious to everyone that you were doing it together? Like, well, then what are we doing here? And like, I think when you look at the guys who sort of innovated a lot of the style of today that's now very prevalent today, you're talking about a lot of the guys that were on top in TNA when I was there coming up, like AJ and Joe and guys like that. And both of those guys taught me a huge amount, especially Joe. And a lot of it was based around little tricks of the trade to be able to sort of either do or be on the receiving end of those kind of big moves or high spots, but in a way that was like natural and organic and real and emotional, not just standing around waiting for someone to land on you, that's why they're where they are, and the people that have done poor interpretations of their stuff are where they are.